What's going on, guys? Jeff back with another video. Well, today we're going to be doing a review of another NECA figure that I acquired. Flash Gordon. I think everybody loves Flash Gordon. He's one of my favorite characters along with the Phantom, so it was only natural that I grabbed this figure as well for my collection. So we're going to take him back to the shop, take him out of the box, and do a really cool review of this NECA Flash Gordon figure. Flash Gordon was a 1930s pulp comic strip character created by Alex Raymond. The character was created to compete with the highly successful sci-fi pulp hero Buck Rogers. Flash Gordon has a massive fan following, and he's been featured in a variety of media from motion pictures, TV series, animation, as well as various forms of print. My first exposure to Flash Gordon came in the cult classic film Flash Gordon, released in 1980. In that version, Flash Gordon, a New York Jets quarterback, is taken to the planet Mongo by arch-villain Ming the Merciless, where he there thwarts Ming's plans for world domination. I think the thing that stood out about that movie was the fact that Flash Gordon is probably the best quarterback the New York Jets have ever drafted. Jets fans? Anyone? My sister took me to the theater to see that film, and I love it still to this day. Don't even get me started on that soundtrack by Queen, man. I think my brother Joel still has the album soundtrack to that on vinyl. I'm almost certain he does. So Flash Gordon has a vast history, and the character has been reimagined several times over. If you watch my review of the Defenders of the Earth Phantom figure, then you know Flash Gordon was also one of the key members of that team. And NECA has also done a great job with this figure, keeping him true to the animated series. Alright guys, so here he is, my NECA Flash Gordon Defenders of the Earth figure. Now, you're probably wondering, why did you buy this figure, Jeff? Well, the reason is I had a bunch of points on Amazon, and I got this guy for pretty much $5. So I used my Amazon points, picked this guy up. Now, I never had the Flash Gordon original Defenders of the Earth figure. I'm trying to remember, I just had the Phantom, I think, but I might have had Flash Gordon. It's been so long ago, it's hard for me to remember. But if you saw my Phantom review, this is very, very similar. The packaging is really great. On the back, it shows our hero, Flash Gordon, and the other NECA Defenders of the Earth figures. Now, Lothar and Mandrake are obviously coming out at a later date. Right now, Flash Gordon, the Phantom, and Ming the Merciless are all available. So, Flash Gordon is the figure we're going to be reviewing today. Like the previous figure from NECA, the Phantom, it's got packaging that is very reminiscent of the old Galoob figures. So it's just nice packaging, and this is going to be annoying packaging as well, because I can already tell he's wired in here, and there's tape over everything. So we'll go ahead and get him out of this package and do a nice review of him. Hi guys, welcome back. So first off, the figure. He comes in right at 7 inches tall, give or take a 1/16 of an inch, due to his amazing, fantastic painted, molded hair. Now, he comes with accessories. I wasn't going to bother taking all these out of the package because, again, I get annoyed by all the tape and whatnot. But you can see you've got a handset. You got a laser blast for the pistol, I believe. Comes with his power sword, the Defenders of the Earth blaster, which is synonymous with the one all the original figures came with, as well as another laser blast. Pretty basic accessories. Now the sword's really cool. I probably should take it out. Maybe I will at some point during this review or for the photo shoot I'm going to do at the end. We'll just put the accessories off to the side. Okay, so a few things about this figure. It has the same issues that the Phantom figure had. That being the joints are really, really tight. So, about that, I bought some figures from NECA Toys recently that you'll see a review of at some point. And NECA sends a pretty interesting instruction sheet with their figures. It suggests soaking them in hot water to loosen the joints. I wonder if you could do the same thing with these figures as well. Maybe I'll try that at some point. But like I said, I always worry about overstressing the joints and breaking these figures. Now this retails for the same price as the Phantom figure, which is $29.99, which again is way too much money, I believe, for a figure that has quality control issues, which this figure totally does. I like the figure, but there's a few issues with it, just looking at it right out of the package. First off, it's got a paint blemish on the chest here. I just noticed that. So that's a screw up in the manufacturing process. But since I got this guy for around $5, I'm not going to complain about it. Second, the paint at the boots, they should have molded this all in black plastic, I think. These have just been painted, which is kind of cheap. So the paint's kind of, you can see the paint kind of scrapes off when you overuse the joint. I don't like that at either. The Phantom figure didn't have that issue, so I'm not sure what's going on with this guy. The hands do the same thing, so the paint on this figure is pretty substandard. The joints are tight. He has a lot of posability. Obviously, he's got the three-way joint at the elbows and the knees. The legs are fairly posable. You know, you could sit him down. He's got the torso joint similar to that of the Super 7 figure. The head's on a ball, which is pretty nice. The whole figure itself, outside of the quality issues, is a really cool figure. I like him. He's actually a little better than my Phantom figure. My Phantom figure, actually, the more I looked at it, had other issues. The rivet on the elbows was messed up, and one leg was put together incorrectly, so it's like a total flawed figure. But I don't mind it. He stands on my desk, so not a big deal. It's just what the ask for these figures, and the quality is just so shitty sometimes. And I'm starting to find out this is pretty much the case with a lot of these NECA figures. Like, NECA is like a really hot girl, like you date in high school, and you find out that despite being super hot, she's just a real big dummy. Like, she can't even do anything. I know it's really sexist, but that's the only analogy I could think of at this point in time. This is a really hot figure, but it's just poor quality. And it really sucks because I like the fact that NECA's doing the Defenders of the Earth line of figures, but it kind of just pisses me off that the quality's so crappy. And you know, I've watched other reviews of these figures, and a lot of these guys talk about how great these figures are. It's almost like they're getting paid by NECA to pump these. But I'm being honest. I mean, I wouldn't pay for one of these, and I wouldn't, unless you're a really big Flash Gordon fan and loved him, I wouldn't pay $30 for this figure. I'd wait and find him on clearance somewhere. If you can get this guy on clearance for like $15, it's probably worth your time. But full disclosure, I am a sucker for Flash Gordon. And if you guys are familiar with the Mattel line of the late 70s that coincided with the Filmation cartoon, NECA is doing a version of that Flash Gordon, kind of like an homage to him. I know Boss Fight Studios is also doing a figure similar to that in 3 3/4 inch scale. And the weird thing about those two figures is the NECA one retails for $29.99 and the Boss Fight one is $25.99. So you're going to get a 6-inch subpar quality figure from NECA with a lot of issues for $29.99. Or you can get the 3 3/4 / 4-inch tall figure from Boss Fight Studio, which is a high quality, well done figure for like $25.99. So it's a hard choice, right? Depends if you're you like the bigger figures, the 1/12, or you like the 1/18. And I don't know. It's hard for me to discern the difference between the two and the quality and the price and all that jazz. But, like I said, it's not a bad figure. I'll display him on my desk or something. Maybe I'll get rid of him at some point in time. I'm just really disappointed in these figures. I know that NECA's also doing a Walmart exclusive Flash Gordon figure that looks a lot like the one from the 1980 movie, which I might have to get that too. But, oh gosh, man. It's like drinking beer. You know you're going to have a beer, and you're going to drink probably one or two too many, and you're going to feel like shit the next morning, but you go ahead and do it anyway. That's kind of how my relationship with these NECA figures is becoming. They're so cool looking, but you know they're not great. So, I don't know. Just not impressed with this figure at all, other than the looks. Yeah, it's a bummer, man. It's a total bummer. But it is what it is. Anyways, guys, it's about all I can say about this guy. Hope you enjoyed the review. Obviously, make your own choice on this figure. If you like it, get him. If you don't like him, don't. Like and subscribe to the page. Comment. Let me know what you think about this review and this figure if you have it. Hit the notification icon. I got more reviews and more cool videos coming. And until next time, guys, cheers.